Hey guys, CliffHardenReclineHard.com, and of course the House of Biceps. I am here at the House of Biceps in the squat rack with the new Rogue Ohio Power Bar. Now the guys from Rogue wanted to send me this bar quite a while back. It came the day before I left for the Americas this past summer. I was gone for 12 weeks. I did bring it to the gym. I did put it through a couple of quick tests. They really wanted me to see if I could beat it up, if I could break it, and if I could bend it. Well, sorry guys, I'm not going to purposely try to beat this bar up, purposely try to bend it or destroy it. I think all gym equipment should be taken care of. The gym is a very important place for me, and I'm gonna take care of all equipment that is here in my gym. Sorry guys. So I'd heard a couple of rumors about this bar, and that's what I really wanted to check. Both rumors were concerning the bending of this bar. On one side, we had rumor number one, that its closest competitor bent like crazy with 600 pounds, and this one didn't. Rumor number two, that this bar would be bent permanently, immediately, after I put any kind of weight on it. So what I did basically is I came to the gym, I loaded up 600 pounds on this bar, walked it out, bounced it around on my shoulders quite a bit, just to see what would happen, put it back, took the competitor's bar that I happen to have here in the gym and I've used for years, put 600 pounds on it, did the exact same thing, walked it out, bounced it around on my shoulders, and put it back. But after checking the video of the two tests, this bar bent less than the closest competitor. It actually had less bend in the bar with 600 pounds on it than its controversial competitor. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, I don't really know. Since then, I have done a couple of tests with this bar. Obviously, I've put 600 pounds on it, walked it out, tried to get it to bend on my back. Obviously, it did not. I've deadlifted with it a few times, not terribly heavy because I do have an injury. The bar is extremely aggressive. If you like to hook grip like I do, it's gonna be exciting. It is not gonna slip. If you are not used to training with a very aggressive knurling, this will be an exciting start for you. It is considerably more aggressive than the other bar that I was training with. It's not quite squat bar aggressiveness, but it's pretty darn close. So let's move in and take a closer look. All right, now I've focused in as absolute best I can on this bar. Something that's very important, or at least very notable, is this center knurling right here is about a centimeter or so wider than other competitive bars. This might make a difference if you are using it for squats and you need that extra, little space. We're talking about probably 3/4 of a finger width, and I've got big fingers. We're talking about a centimeter here, half an inch, something like that, maybe a little less, a little more. You've got a little bit extra knurling right here in the center, and that is very, very aggressive. The collars do spin very well, pretty quiet, pretty smooth. Keep in mind, I've already had 600 on this. I've already dropped a few deadlifts, nothing with crazy heavy weight. But I expect if something bad was going to happen, if this was a cheap bar, it would have already bent, it would have already been destroyed. If something happens to this bar and its construction, it's going to be off of a really stupid mistake on my part and something that happens a long time down the road. It's not going to be because of manufacturing engineering. Has the standard play needed for any kind of bar of this caliber? What can I say? Oh, I do want to note the stop collars here are thinner than the competitor's bar. I'm not for sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. If you normally train with bumper plates, this will allow you to use a little bit more weight on the bar, just because the sleeve does come out to be a hair longer because the collar is thinner. So if you ever get down to that last piece here on the end and you just don't have quite enough space, because if you're using economy bumpers or whatever it might be, you're using some kind of really thick spring collar on the end, this may be an answer for you. This collar is thinner, does give you a little bit more space to put plates. Not a lot, but sometimes you don't need a lot, you just need a little. Now, something important to note, I did get this bar here in the gym. It sat in the gym with the rest of my bars. It was here for 12 weeks all by itself. I used it once for squats, wiped it off with a towel and put it back. One thing to note on this bar is right when I got back, there are some pretty good rust stains. I'm not really for sure what they came from. Why they would have been here. I've already been over this with a steel brush twice. I've been over it with some 3-in-1 oil, soft cloths, but these are some permanent stains that were on the bar just from being here. Now, I do live in a very humid climate. Right out that door is the sea, so every bit of humidity that we do get in here, and it was well over 160 degrees Fahrenheit in this room for quite a bit of the summer. Humidity would have been 80%, 90% or better at that temperature. It's absolutely crazy, and that would have been saltwater humidity. So if there was anything in this gym that was going to be rusted, it was going to be rusted. But I think this bar is going to take a little bit of extra care. Once again, they sent me this bar. They asked me what coating I wanted on this bar, and I did not specify any certain coating. I said, send me what you have, and I will give it the toughest review I possibly can. So they sent me this bar to destroy it. They didn't send me this bar to keep it and use it forever. They sent me this bar to be destroyed. So the rust doesn't matter. Every other bar in my gym is covered with rust. I could care less if this thing completely rusts, as long as it feels good in my hands, as long as the collar spins, and as long as it does not bend. The prettiness of the bar does not matter. So here you can see the end cap, made in USA, 45-pound, the power bar right here, the Ohio power bar. Has this cap here on the end, seems to be sealed pretty well. Once again, everything spins. Let me get this microphone as close as I can. That's all we've got. The only sound you've got is that cap moving on the end. Rolls pretty smooth. So guys, the Ohio power bar, can't say it's absolutely perfect if you need a beautiful, pretty bar that takes no maintenance, then this is not the bar for you. If you need a good solid bar, the Ohio power bar, it's a good solid bar.